Okay, we got Hamas terrorists murdered 3 Palestinians. So they're killing their own now. Well, I mean, they have been killing their own. It's just we're getting more reports of them killing their own and torturing their own. In Gaza for collaborating with Israel in a sickening public execution in front of cheering crowd. Well, I mean, what do you expect? They were cheering people on. They were parading around hostages' dead bodies and shit. So I mean, yeah. 3 Palestinians accused of collaborating with Israel were executed by mass Hamas terrorists in front of a cheering crowd in Gaza on Sunday. Ghastly footage of the killings, originally posted on a Hamas-affiliated Telegram group, shows the 3 doomed blindfolded men kneeling on the ground in front of the trio of Hamas gunmen holding automatic weapons as the fourth loudly reads in Arabic from a piece of paper. So you here have it. I didn't do this, okay? I am just a messenger. I only just I didn't do this, okay? Smoke billowing during Israeli bombardment on the besieged Palestinian territory. Pursuant to the content of Palestinian revolutionary law, and based on the Palestinian Revolutionary Court, a death sentence was decided against those who betrayed the homeland. Oh, there you have it. Betrayed their people and betrayed their cause and put themselves hand in hand. I mean, at this point, you can just say that the Hamas, right? Hamas is their military, right? I mean, at this point, it just seems like Hamas is their military. Anyways, hand in hand with the occupation. Well, I mean, they have been for like what, the past 10, 20 years or some shit. All right, more than that actually. Anyways, in order to kill their own people, the terrorists said, according to an English language translation provided to the Telegraph by the Committee for Accuracy in Middle East Reporting and Analysis. The crowd can be heard chanting, Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! My 72 virgins. I'm sorry. Muslim prayer meaning God is most great. Seemingly cheering on the brutal executions. All 3 men were then shot. That's funny. Because, right, God doesn't want you killing your own, but, you know. I guess they're breaking the, right, they don't go by the rules, right? All 3 men were then shot in their head. Well, they're going by military standards. Anyways, their heads and upper bodies, with the terrorists placing notes on their corpses reading, "Your betrayal will not pass without punishment. A harsh punishment awaits," in handwritten Arabic, the outlet said. Hamas Ministry of the Interior called the men a group of outlaws who had collaborated with the Jewish state. There you have it. Israeli newspaper Israel Hayom said Islamic Jihad and the Mujahideen brigades, both formally designated as terrorist groups by the U.S., also took part in the savagery. The footage was less than a day after Canada, the UK, Australia took the controversial move of formally recognizing Palestine as a I don't know what Canada, UK, and Australia are thinking, because they know that there's fucking terrorist organizations up in that area, and they know that the closest people is them. So I don't know why they keep doing this. Anyways, over the staunch objections of both the U.S. and Israel. The barbaric slayings weren't the first time this year Hamas executed a group of Palestinians. In May, the terror group killed 6 Palestinians accused of looting humanitarian aid and shot another 13 in their legs, according to the outlet. There you have it. Unfortunately, one of the what was it? A Palestinian, I guess, soccer player, football player was also, I guess, killed in one of these food raids that was happening. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell happened. Yeah, apparently that happened. On to the next. Virginia preschool teacher fired after she's caught tying up toddler to chair report. Ah, nice. Nice. Child abuse by a teacher. Interesting. Preschool teacher. Well, it's not really interesting. There's been a string of teachers who've been doing some shady shit, right? A preschool teacher has been fired after a security camera caught her allegedly tying up a toddler to a chair in a private school classroom. Oh, it happened at a private school. See, this is why nobody likes public or private schools. The unidentified teacher's assistant was. Oh, it was a teacher's assistant. Oh, that's even worse. Caught on CCTV tying the 21-month-old to a chair with a blanket at VINCI school, Alexandria North in Virginia. A Virginia Department of Social Services officer inspected the school after getting a tip-off from the daycare's licensing office that questionable actions had taken place at the center. The report obtained by the AXL Now claimed that the teacher tied up the toddler for 22 minutes during lunchtime at around 11:40 a.m. Teacher stated that they did not tie the blanket strong around the child, the report read. The unidentified teacher's assistant was caught on CCTV tying the 21-year-old to 20-month-year-old to a chair with a blanket. What the hell? Okay. The teacher apparently claimed that she tied up the child because they threw food on the floor and left the table when they were supposed to be eating, according to the report. The teacher reportedly didn't try another method to get the child to sit back down. Oh. In a statement to local news channel WSA 9, the school's principal insisted that no harm was caused to the child. Okay, well, as long as they didn't abuse, right? Because when you do that kind of shit, it's like, did you abuse the child, right? Did you harm the child? In childcare, there are many things that are not black and white. However, we are not firm believer that regulations and rules must be followed. I thought the person was like actually like beating up the child. That's what I thought. Okay, well, it's something harmless as trying to just get the kid to eat during the time they need to eat. Anyways, Dr. Dan Yang said, she did make a mistake of violating regulations, but she had no evidence to have abused or have caused any harm to the child. Well, okay, yes. It is believed that another adult came into the room while the child was bound to the chair and did not untie the child. Oh, I'm guessing this has been this has been an ongoing thing if that's the case. Oh god. Christina Millam, the regional director of operations, told the outlet that the teacher had been with the school for over 4 years and was well liked by many families. Oh, okay. So, I mean, as long as everyone, right? As long as everyone knows everything's good, right? Well, we appreciate her past contributions. Every individual must be accountable for their actions, and maintaining a safe, compliant environment cannot be traded off, Milliam said. According to the Department of Social Services, Vinci School has prohibited practices and behavior management policy that prohibits physical restraint of children, including restraining them to chairs, car seats, strollers, or any other device as a form of discipline or instead of supervision. Oh, okay, yeah, true. It is only permitted as a last resort if the child is in danger of hurting themselves or others. Local police informed the outlet that they were notified of the incident through Child Protective Services and found no criminal activity was involved. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean. I'm guessing, who? Oh, this is from Australia. That's why. I guess in Australia they don't take care of their kids properly. So they just allow their kids to go out and go to go get killed by animals out in the wild. I'm just kidding. Anyways, uh, fucking Australia, fuck out of here, prison island. Anyways, country singer Spencer Hatcher breaks silence after mom was killed in Virginia home invasion. Worst time of our lives. Country singer Spencer Hatcher remembered his mother as his biggest fan as he broke his silence weeks after she was murdered during a home invasion in Virginia. In a video posted on his Instagram page on September 9th, Hatcher thanked his fans for the love and support shown towards his family during the time he described as the worst time of our lives. My mom was the biggest fan and the biggest supporter in everything that I did, Hatcher said. She loved the music. She loved the shows, and after a lot of thought and prayer and speaking to Jesus label about continuing on I made the decision that I 100% want to continue making music and bringing smiles to people's faces and being out on stage and everything. The musician's mother, Holly Hatcher, deceased after a stranger broke in to her Harrisonburg, Virginia home just before midnight on August 3rd and attacked the 62-year-old and her husband, Michael, according to the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office. Michael Hatcher, 65, was wounded in the attack but managed to get a handgun from his car and fatally shoot the intruder. Identified as 41-year-old Kevin Moses Walker. Oh, okay, so they caught the guy. Man, right? It made it seem like they weren't able to catch the guy. Jesus Christ. Rockingham County Sheriff Brian Hitchinson described Walker's attack as highly unusual and apparently completely random and said the killer had no known history of violent behavior of any kind. Walker purchased a sleeping bag and a knife at a Walmart 2 days before the attack, rented a campsite at Endless Caverns in New Market, Virginia, which was 20 miles north of the home, according to the police. So the dude just went on a weird fucking random attack? What the hell? The following day, felony warrants were issued for Walker after cops discovered Endless Caverns was broken into and Virginia State Police found the suspect's car abandoned. Police were unable to locate Walker until Michael called the police after the brutal home invasion. Walker was found dead in that driveway after Michael shot the gunman in self-defense. Authorities said Holly was found dead inside the with stab wounds. Hatcher said the death of his mother, who was a teacher in rural Virginia for nearly 20 years, played a crucial role in this decision to move forward with touring. So I guess this is the perpetrator. Alright. But I'm doing it a lot because I know that that's what my mom would want me to do. The Rising Star suggested, she'd want me to keep on, and I know how much she loved it, and I know how much y'all love it. So I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep on going as hard as I possibly can, as I always have, and I want you to come along on this journey with me as I get back into it. The Drinker You Gone singer planned to get back on the road and promote his new music. The singer has nearly a dozen performances booked until the end of the year, according to the tour section of his website. Before all this happened, we had a pretty big schedule. We were going to go out on a radio tour, and we had shows lined up and lots of exciting things that were going to resume. Hatcher shared. We're going to go back to the schedule that we had, got to go out to these radio stations, and we're going to keep out and playing shows. There you have it. Unfortunate. Well, they got the perpetrator. It's just weird that he was right. He wasn't violent, and it just became right violent out of nowhere. We'll watch this one later. Let us go for
some
these.
of America's closest allies are parting ways with President Trump and Israel over the war in Gaza.
Correct.
The UK, Canada, Australia, Portugal, and others now say they will recognize a Palestinian state for the first time, calling for an end of the war in Gaza
I mean,
and the release of all hostages.
They're obviously just trying to piss off Israel and the U.S.
to keep alive the possibility of peace and a two-state solution.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu slamming the move, calling it a reward for terrorism, going on to say bluntly, it will not happen. A Palestinian state will not be established west of the Jordan River. Netanyahu saying during a cabinet meeting Sunday that he plans to meet privately with President Trump during the UN General Assembly this week. Trump opposes recognizing a Palestinian state, but overnight on Air Force One,
I'm sorry, they like doing that a lot in some of their
said this.
It's not my fault.
There's a lot of anger and a lot of hatred, you know that. And there has been for a lot of years. This is not something new, but hopefully we'll get something new. We're studying Gaza and dealing with Gaza very strongly. That's a real mess.
I mean,
the UN General Assembly voted to allow the president
Trump wants to make oceanfront property right
there.
there.
His speech will happen virtually after the Trump administration declined to grant him a visa. As President Trump gets set to address hundreds of world leaders at the UN General Assembly on Tuesday, law enforcement is rethinking and expanding security. ABC News joining NYPD counterterrorism officers as they patrolled the streets near the UN headquarters in New York and saw the hundreds of armored SUVs used to shuttle dignitaries around the city.
It's a lot of cars.
Yeah. I mean, the logistics piece that goes with this national special security event is huge. This is just one piece of it.
Law enforcement say they plan to deploy more drones than ever, alongside thousands of officers and federal agents on the ground, in the air, and on the water. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
There you have it. And what is this? Judge orders deportation of pro-Palestine protest leader.
On the news, we're tracking an immigration judge has ordered the deportation now of pro-Palestinian protest leader Mohammed Khalil.
Oh,
According to
really?
Court documents, the judge said Khalil would be deported to Algeria or Syria over claims that he omitted information from his green card application. Khalil's lawyers said they intend to appeal the deportation while saying a federal district court's separate orders remain in effect that prohibit the government.
Just so you know, like barely any appeals go through. So, see you, bitch.
From immediately deporting or detaining him as his federal court case proceeds. The immigration judge says he willfully misrepresented himself to get his application approved.
I mean, yeah, if he's gonna keep going on about pro-Palestine and not actually do his, get his degree and shit, well, see you, dude. What do we got here?
A joint operation between the U.S. and the Dominican Republic destroyed a
heard about this.
Speedboat carrying more than 2,200 pounds of cocaine. The U.S. Navy struck the vessel in the Caribbean, and officials said the boat was carrying 377 packages of cocaine. Dominican authorities say the boat was headed toward their country to move drugs to the United States. President Donald Trump said on Truth Social that the operation targeted a designated terrorist organization operating in the U.S. Southern Command's area of responsibility. It's the third strike this month following previous operations that killed multiple individuals allegedly linked to Venezuelan drug cartels. Military personnel were deployed to the Southern Caribbean in August to support the operations
boats like
against
that
drug
with
trafficking.
a bunch of shit on
The
it.
strikes have drawn pushback from Democrats in Congress and some military experts
And they look like
who call them
speedboats, too.
unauthorized and
Small
dangerous.
little,
Senators Adam
tall
Schiff
boats.
and Tim Kaine have introduced a war powers resolution to block further strikes by the military. Human Rights Watch also condemned the actions as unlawful, saying the U.S. violated international human rights law.
Oh.
The White House sent Congress a notice earlier this
So
month
is the UN
outlining
gonna be
Trump's
like,
authority,
hey,
saying he
you
is
can't
acting as commander-in-chief
you can't just
to
blow
protect
up drug
Americans
boats.
from national
It's not
security
nice.
threats. Read more right now on the Straight Arrow News mobile app or head to san.com. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Kaylee
Not
Carey.
nice just blowing up drug boats. You can't do that. No, no. We do not like this. Oh shit, did I put the wrong one in there? Alright, anyways, on to the next. What does it all mean? America, free stuff, communism, dumb kids, yes. Remember this face before you vote for Jesus. You know. Ignore it's just a local story. Wall-to-wall coverage. This is injustice is national news press. Cashless bail, love it or hate it, it's killed a bunch of white people. Down with the white people. Heterosexual, keeping the species going for at least 3 million years so you can pretend you're a woman. A simple thank you is enough. You killed the transgendered, but you're a Muslim, so you're free to go. Fucking UK land. We're anti-fascist. It's right in the mama Antifa.
Today, being retarded means leading a full life.
I'm once again asking if Antifa isn't real. Why are you mad it's been declared a terrorist organization?
Mr. President, regarding Antifa, regarding designating them a terrorist organization, when they don't have defined leadership or membership, how do you target them?
We're going to find out, right?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, someone's organizing them. Right, if someone's like, hey, post up. Someone's telling them to go to this location and go and right doing stuff there. Whether they're being paid or not, it doesn't matter. Right, they're operating like a fucking, right, like a criminal organization.
We're going to see. People have been talking about it for a long time. We're going to see. Did they have anything to do with your network? Somebody's got to do something about Antifa and the left, because this is not a right-wing problem. This is a left-wing. This is a left-wing problem.
White supremacists. Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia.
Joe Biden says Antifa is just an idea.
It's just an idea. Yeah, huh. And you see a bunch of these guys fucking right, getting together and causing havoc. Just like the BLMers and their riots during, right, George Floyd and,
They should. I think they're afraid
right,
to.
the Minneapolis
In my book,
fires and all that
it's
shit,
virtually part of
right?
their campaign, Antifa. The Democrats act like, gee, I don't know exactly what that is. Crooked Joe is a low IQ individual. You know this. Did you ever hear this?
So I walked out with the chain. I said, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. But I didn't know any black people.
Jesus. Anyways. What's this one? Oh yeah, they were doing like weapons training for civilians for some reason. Like they this will never It's like a fucking it's like a political event. Hey everyone, get your own. Notice how they didn't put any fucking any they didn't give them magazines. They just gave them the gun and just have them walk around with it. They just need a what's his name, Che Guevara or whatever. No, that revolutionist that fucked up his own people because he didn't like his government. Looks scripted as fuck. Well, there you have it. And then we have Italy apparently descending into a pro-Palestine clash with the policia. Ah, nice. Destruction of government property. You know that's coming out of their taxpayer dime, right? Polizia! Look at this fragility. Chaos has broken out in Italy as pro-Palestine protesters clash with police as the country refuses to recognize a Palestinian state. Thousands of protesters took to the streets as people stood in solidarity with Palestinians amid an ongoing Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. According to the, well, I mean, like, okay, this Palestinian pro-Palestinian protest has been going on for like ever since the war has been going. Like, how long? Like, who pays these people to do this shit? Shit, it was wow, they can do this with Hamas Palestine, but they can't do this with Ukraine Russia. You know what I mean? They're very selective, if you know what I mean, right? I mean, I don't want to be a douche, but it's kind of it's kind of the same way with Charlie Kirk and like right? There's just certain certain characters within, or certain people within, right, the political field or spectrum, or right, who just get more praises than others, right? Unfortunately. Look, when you have tons of people and you gotta pick and choose correctly and vet people's character and blah blah blah, I mean, you do what you gotta do. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, recently targeted by her opponents for her stance on Gaza, condemned the shameful events in Milan. Well, I mean, she acts like Trump, right? She's like a Republican. I guess you can say she's Republican, but she's acting like Trump. Because Trump doesn't even recognize, right, Palestine, or, right, doesn't do the same thing. Right, it's only the other Western countries that do that shit. Outrageous images coming from Milan, self-proclaimed pro-Palestine individuals, self-proclaimed Antifa members, self-proclaimed pacifists. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that too. They claim themselves pacifists while they throw shit at people. Right, while they throw rocks and right objects, and then they assault officers and then vandalize buildings and windows and shit. Yes, very peaceful. Yes, very pacifist like. Yes. It will wreak havoc on the train station and provoke clashes with law enforcement. Violence and destruction that have nothing to do with solidarity. Yeah. And that will not change a single thing in the lives of people in Gaza, but will have a concrete consequences for Italian citizens who will end up suffering and paying for the damages caused by these thugs. Well, I mean, she's not wrong. A thought of closeness to law enforcement, forced to endure the bullying and gratuitous violence of these pseudo-protesters. A hope for clear words for condemnation from the organizers of the strike and from all political forces. Yeah, that's the crazy thing too. It's like whoever's organizing these things to like ask these people to like be aggressive and to like assault people and to like vandalize buildings. I'm surprised they're not getting tagged, dude. To not recognize the French president, Macron is retarded. He tried to jail his, Macron's retarded because he tried to jail his, Le Pen. He's just not a nice guy. He also had a fight with his wife, apparently. I fucking remember that. Okay. Move, bitch, right in the face. Oh, shit. It was on the plane, like, as they were coming off the plane, man. She was like, fuck you. Well, I mean, Australia's cucked by China, so they would obviously rule in favor with Hamas. Because Albanese is a little terrorist himself. Welcome back to the program. Especially when he was trying to hide the one church. Remember when he tried to hide the church stabbing? Right? Fucking Albanese. What a piece of shit, that guy.
Sheridan, Greg, good evening to you.
Oh, no, this is...
as we've talked
I don't
about,
want to
Australia
seem... I don't want to be seen like I'm racist or anything.
State.
Or racist.
It comes with future steps like opening embassies and establishing diplomatic ties. I want to get your thoughts in a moment, but first, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has accused the leaders of the three countries of rewarding terrorism and insists there will be no Palestinian state. Here's what he said.
I have a clear message to those leaders who recognise a Palestinian state after the terrible massacre of October 7th. You are giving a huge prize to terrorism. And I have another message for you. It will not happen. There will be no Palestinian state west of the Jordan.
So, Greg Sheridan, is the Israeli Prime Minister right? Has our government rewarded terrorism with this move?
Well, you pissed him off. Now he wants to wipe away Gaza.
With you. A few things to disentangle, really. I think the Albanese government has made a mistake, and it has rewarded Hamas, and Hamas hailed it today as a great victory. It's important to remember that we have absolutely no influence in the Middle East. So
correct.
What the Albanese government is doing is purely performative and utterly hollow. I do think it's disturbing for Benjamin Netanyahu to say there will never ever be a Palestinian state west of the Jordan
none of these
River.
people none of these people are helping out with the war effort, so why should Netanyahu care what any of these other politicians are saying?
And that there will be a Palestinian state in due course after proper negotiation and compromise. So My beef with the Albanese government is that you recognise a state when a state comes into existence, and making these kind of hollow performative gestures, it reinforces Hamas within the Palestinian world, because Hamas can say, look what terror achieved, and it tends to
Yeah, I
provoke
mean,
that
you
kind
should
of
tell them
reaction
about
from the
that
Israelis
incident
to say,
where,
well, if you're determining our
where
future,
Hamas
we're not
tortured
going to
their
let
own
you.
and killed them.
But I think it was a very bad mistake by the Albanese government.
Remember this? Maybe I should just put
What do
this
you
up
make
here.
of Anthony Albanese's assertion that recognising Palestine is part of the peace process rather than a reward for peace? Do you think that's a reasonable strategy?
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. Why not recognise the Tibetan government in exile, or the Kurds in Syria and Iraq? I mean, they have a stronger moral case as the Palestinians for a state of their
Or the
own. I mean,
Uyghurs
Tibet
in
used
China.
to be an independent state.
Nobody
We
remembers
moved away
about that,
from those
right?
kind of symbolic recognitions, and we recognise.
I mean, that
a
was
new
a long
state when
time.
it comes
I don't
into
know if that
existence.
stuff is still
but
going
even
on.
in terms of the Albanese government's own policy, it's internally.
I mean, that
contradictory
wasn't a
and
long. That
incoherent,
was kind of
and
recently,
which tells you that
actually,
it's
now
only
that I think
gesture
about it.
politics, because
Like 20,
Albanese,
it
in
was
order to,
during COVID,
you know,
I think.
appease a little bit the pro-Israel people in
The
Australia.
early
said, well,
years of
you know, we're only
COVID or
doing this on
something.
strict
Well, I mean,
conditions. The
probably
Palestinian Authority
into
has
some
to
of
reform
the
and has to have democratic elections, and there has to be Hamas having no role in the future
older.
of
Well,
Gaza, and Hamas has to surrender all its weapons. Well, if you thought recognition had
I
any
should probably
meaning,
just look up
and
the
those
fucking
were your
dates.
conditions, why not wait until those conditions are satisfied first? Because none of those conditions depends on Israel. The Palestinians could satisfy all those conditions tomorrow if they wanted to. Hamas
Correct.
could release the hostages tomorrow.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
could say it's
they could have
giving
just
its weapons to-
right instead of playing these weird games, they could have just released the hostages immediately. Right? But no, they've been always releasing hostages at like weird increments. Oh, we will only release this many hostages and this many hostages. Oh, we're only gonna give you half these hostages. It's like, oh, sorry, some of your hostages died, so we're gonna only give you their bodies. It's like, what the fuck?
Palestinian Authority tomorrow. Palestinian Authority could reform tomorrow. It could hold elections tomorrow. But really, James, the whole thing. So I am myself critical of the Netanyahu government's policies at the moment, and I think they are bad policies.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the Albanese government
don't get me
is
wrong.
not just making.
Yeah, the
sound,
fact
reasonable
that
criticism
so
of the
many
Netanyahu government.
so
It's
many
going into
hostages have already
absurd
passed on,
Fantasyland gesture
and they're still
politics,
trying to fight
which
for
it
them.
knows
It's
will
like,
have no
eesh.
effect. And the motive of it is not to have any effect in the Middle East. The motive of it is to have an effect in, you know, marginal electorates where Labor is challenged by the Greens, and in some electorates where there are large numbers of Muslim voters. This is just domestic politics, foreign policy, you know, domestic
Mumbo
politics
jumbo,
disguised as
yeah.
foreign policy.
Yeah, it's strong arming. It's trying to put pressure on each other. Basically, trying to make someone do something in a sense. All right, what do we got here?
Said she didn't like the way I was sitting on the train. So you call the police. You call the police to arrest the one black dude on the train. I haven't done anything illegal.
Let's go.
I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I am sitting on a train, and one white woman didn't like my presence. Resisting what? Resisting what? What are you trying to arrest me for? I was sitting on a train. I was sitting on a train, and you're trying to arrest me for what? Can I not even know what you're trying to arrest me for? Because a white woman did not resisting what? Am I being arrested? Train put handcuffs on. I guess you're used to it.
He sounds like a soy boy.
They don't know. They just pointed. They just saw the black guy and they arrested me. 11220.
Now the visit to England.
Well, there you have it. He was arrested for writer on the hit FX show The Bear. has claimed that he was arrested on the train after an old white lady complained about how he was sitting. Right, the writer claims he was arrested, yeah. Alex O'Keefe, also a speechwriter for prominent Democrats. Including Senator... has claimed that police were targeting the one black... See, there you have it. That says it all right there. Right, he tried to throw his cards at this right. He's a Karen. Right, he's a soy boy Karen. According to O'Keefe, he was on a metropolitan transportation. I'll try and give him the benefit of the doubt, but anyways, transportation authority train bound for Connecticut when the unnamed woman told him to correct his sitting position. Yeah, I don't know. That's now that after knowing this and then hearing shit. After seeing this now, it's like I don't know, man. I mean, even then, right? To say O'Keefe says that she reported him to the train's conductor after he refused. After that, the conductor called the MTA police department. In a video posted to O'Keefe's Instagram account, the screenwriter can be heard saying that he has not done anything illegal as police remove him from his seat. In his post caption, O'Keefe alleged that a friend of the woman told him that he was not the minority anymore while they awaited for police officers to arrive. Okay. See, I mean, he's already getting caught by police. It already sounds like he's making a fuss and a stunt out of the whole thing because he's already getting booked. Well, they waited for police officers to arrive. The caption continued, "They pulled me off the train and arrested me without even talking to the Karen who reported the one black person on the train. On the platform, the police detained me and interrogated me. Only black folks stayed nearby and recorded the rest. When I demanded a lawyer and reminded them they didn't even take a statement from the woman who complained, they eventually released me. The country is growing more psycho by the day. What will you do about it?" Well, I mean, you have Biden to thank for that too. The video of the arrest has since gone viral, dividing opinions on social media. On one clip posted on TikTok has been posted over 160,000 times. One Instagram user commented, "People used to stand up for others. I would have doubt the police questioned the lady about her complaint." Well, I mean, obviously we only see this clip, so it's like it's hard to tell what happened. O'Keefe became widely known for contributing to FX's The Bear series, which has won awards including an Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy Series. The show follows a Chicago chef played by Jeremy Allen White, who returns to his home city to run his late brother's restaurant. He is also known for writing speeches for prominent members of the Democratic Party, including Senator Elizabeth Warren and Senator Ed Markey. Both senators are known for being on the progressive wing of their party, with Senator Markey being the Senate author for the Green New Deal. O'Keefe is also associated with the Green New Deal, having served as its campaign director. Both O'Keefe and MTA have been approached for comment by The Independent. There you have it. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell because he sounds like every other fucking piece, right? Soy boy Karen out there. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to take his story for real, right? Anyways. Women charged with homicide after remains of her 4 infants found in Pennsylvania house. The remains were found in a bedroom, closet, and the attic, authorities said. There you go. Western Pennsylvania woman has been charged with criminal homicide, involuntary manslaughter, and multiple counts of abuse of a corpse after the remains of her 4 infants were found in a home she had been evicted from last month. Jessica Mary Moth, 39, was arrested after her former landlord called the police to the home she had lived in outside Ford City, about 40 miles northeast of Pittsburgh. State police said the remains were found in a bedroom closet and in the attic of the home on Oak Avenue in Cotigan Township. The landlord was cleaning out a closet in the home on September 13th when he came across a trash bag with foul odor and something wrapped in towels that was decomposing, according to the arrest affidavit issued Thursday. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, when you have a body decomposing in there, I mean, yeah, it's probably gross and disgusting, yes? Investigators found the bodies of 3 other infants in the attic in tote bags, wrapped in towels and inside plastic bags, police said. What the fuck? Dude, why do all these people do that same shit? Have you noticed that? Now that I think about it, right? Every time we've ran into incidences where these people like murder their own like this, they wrap them in like cloth and bags and shit, so like to try, I guess, to try to hide the stench, right? But I mean, even then, that doesn't hide the stench, right? Right? That's gonna smell like everywhere. Messages seeking comment were left Monday for public defender Greta Mari Kaiser, listed as Muth's defense lawyer in the online docket, and for the Armstrong County District Attorney Katie Charlton. About a year ago, Muth told investigators she gave birth to a child who made several noises before she held the child against her, where it remained until it stopped making noises and stopped breathing, police wrote. Muth told troopers that one newborn had whimpered after she gave birth to it about 6 years ago, after which she passed out on the floor, according to the affidavit. When she awoken, the baby was beneath her and was not breathing, she told them. I'm sorry, what? Wait, how does every time she has a kid, she always has like some kind of weird accident? What? Muth is in the Armstrong County Jail without bail. She was charged with criminal homicide for the death a year ago, involuntary manslaughter for the death about 6 years ago, and 4 counts of each concealing the death of a child and abuse of a corpse. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for next week. There you have it. Where's the? Let me guess. There's no father because the she's a crazy woman that got knocked up. I don't know. Yeah, she just sounds like a fucked up person to keep doing that to her kids. Oh, that's what I did. There's that Rotten Mango episode. And then where's this?
While the UN Security Council will hold an emergency meeting today to discuss Russian incursions over NATO airspace. World leaders are gathering in New York for the UN General Assembly as tensions spike over the war between Russia and Ukraine. Within the last 12 hours, both countries accused one another of deadly drone strikes on civilian areas. And there are growing fears this month of the conflict spreading into other NATO territory. Estonia requested today's emergency meeting after 3 Russian fighter jets entered its airspace over the Gulf of Finland without permission. A spokesperson for Estonia's foreign ministry says Russia's actions, quote, undermine.
Man, they were going into Romania, they were going into Poland, now they're going into Estonia, Finland. Looks like Putin is trying to probe certain areas to see if he can, like, go through them and, like, fucking... Right, see if he can go in undetected and fucking hit up Ukraine or some shit from the back. I mean, that's what it sounds like, right? He's probing for some reason. What's this? Kamala Harris sits down with Rachel Maddow for first news interview since leaving office. Oh, gross. Rachel Maddow.
Democracy sustains capitalism. Capitalism thrives in a democracy. And right now we are dealing with, as I called him at my speech on the ellipse, a tyrant.
Uh-oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. There's the term. Oh, there it is. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, we got another one.
Is this bitch for real?
We got another
And
Democrat who's
these
using
titans in
hateful
industry
language.
are not
Yes.
speaking up. And perhaps it is because
You want to know
his
who's a real
threats
tyrant?
and the
Biden.
way he has used the
Especially
weight of the federal
when he
government
wasn't in his
to take
office
out
and just
vengeance
lazing
on his
around or getting
critics
like
is something
cancer
that they
treatment.
fear, and I get that.
Because you guys
I
were
understand
hiding
why
that
they
he
do.
had
We've
cancer.
seen the demonstration of it. Perhaps it is because they want to please him and nominate him for a Nobel Prize. Perhaps it's because they want a merger.
Well, I mean, did you stop 7 wars? No. Did you stop any of the conflicts that were going around in South Africa or Africa for that matter? No. Did you stop the Israel-Hamas conflict? No. Did you stop Ukraine-Russia conflict? No. You just let it keep going. Right.
Moved, or they want to avoid an
I
investigation.
mean, sure, Trump still has to fix those issues, but I mean, he's doing a hell of a lot of better job than you
we
are.
used to compare the strength of our democracy to communist dictators.
You
That's what
allowed the
we're dealing with right
Houthis, right? You guys allowed the Houthis to take over, right? Shipment vessels, cargo vessels, literally. Like what?
now, Donald Trump.
I honestly, right, this is a legitimate question. Is she fucking retarded? I'm thinking that she's massively fucking retarded now.
I mean, at this point, she's saying shit like that. I mean, yeah.
And anti-ICE protests
Hard
in
to
Chicago
deny.
turning violent. Agents had to use tear gas and rubber bullets to control the crowds. Mike Tobin live near a migrant detention center just outside of Chicago. Hi, Mike.
And Dana, bright and early Monday morning, the protesters are here. No major incidents so far this morning. A lot of vulgar language as they shout at the employees coming
usual.
going from work.
As one does.
And they're heckling the agents as they arrive here. It was a different scene on Friday when the agents had to use tear gas, flashbangs, and some pepper spray to control the situation out here. The numbers vary depending on who is
concuss
doing
grenades?
the reporting, but ICE
Aw.
says they picked up some
Concuss
16
grenades are
people on
the
Friday.
best
That, of course,
because that
generated
freaks people
criticism
out,
from the Democrat
especially
Illinois Governor J.B.
civilians.
Pritzker, who posted on X, "We're monitoring the ongoing federal deployments that are instilling fear in our communities. Americans
Fucking
have
have
the right
that
to peaceful
ringing and
assembly
being like,
and to make their voices
"Oh,
heard,
what
even if the Trump
happened?
administration won't follow the law. We will." Gregory Bavino, who came here with the influx of Border Patrol agents, responded to Pritzker's criticism.
Perhaps Governor Pritzker would do well to realize the
Oh yeah,
danger
the fact that
his
some of the
law enforcement
politicians
officers
too are like
in every
advocating
day
to like,
because he chooses
yeah, keep protesting,
illegal
keep
aliens over American
rioting.
citizens. He chooses to allow illegal alien gang members by the thousands into Chicago and Illinois. That's the real danger.
Damn, called
Protesters
out.
promise that they will not let up.
What's happening
Yeah,
in the
remember
country is
that
terrible.
time where
that autocracy,
during
we
the
have a fascist government,
LA riot,
our
the
democracy
riots that
is
were going on for a
drifting away.
week,
It's eroding.
during which Trump got elected, right?
Now, the gates at
Remember
this,
they were like trying to
temporary facility have opened a
firebomb
few times
places
this
and
morning. At one
shit.
point, we saw a number
Like
of
some of them
agents
were
come out.
carrying
It seemed
around
like
like
the number of agents matched the number of
the
protesters who
Molotov
were on the
cocktail
ground.
shit.
There were a couple of agents on the roof
It
with
was like as
pepper
soon as
ball
they
guns,
threw, one of the
and
guys
about
threw
4
it, they
vans left
immediately
heading
got
to, ICE
fucking
facilities in
tackled
neighboring
and
states like
fucking
Indiana
bombarded.
and Wisconsin. But again, no major incidents so far this morning. Dana?
Mike Tobin, thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
There you have it. What's this? This is the last thing. And as protesters clash with federal agents outside Chicago area ICE facility. I fucking shot that bitch. Move, bitch! Oh! She fucking face planted. She fucking ate shit. Oh, fuck. Tat! Fuck you! Move, bitch! Oh! There she go! Pop!
That was really cool, guys. You guys are super cool for that. Wow. Big tough man. Thank you. Big tough guys. She's getting your side.
Yeah. Move, bitch. I mean, you're on their property, right? Right, you're still in their, right? The street. You're right. The fucking. She's got. She got shot in the face, I think, by the pepper ball, because you can see that there's like a bunch of pepper like oil on her and shit. Plap plap plap, plap plap plap, plap plap plap. Yeah. Move back. Move back. I mean, they're telling you to get out the fucking way. Because you're not on the... Right now, you're on the sidewalk. Oh, there's a vehicle coming in, that's why. And they're trying to push them away. Oh, they're gonna get her. She's gonna get taken. Shit! I thought they were gonna take her. I was all like, oh shit, she's gonna get taken, dude. Move, bitch. Boom. Yeah, they peppered her with a lot of fucking pepper balls. Anyways, they got tear gassed and pepper sprayed a lot. Anyways, there you have it. And that is the Karens of the protests on ICE facilities. That will cover it for the news roundup. I will leave everything in the description like usual, all sources, so you can check them out. There you have it. Cheers.